Good morning, 6:05 here on a finally Friday morning. You're locked in to the mighty 690 KGGF alongside Kyle. Hi, I'm Brandon Tadtman. Thanks for joining us here this morning. A lot to get to start off your 6 o'clock hour. Of course, we're tracking showers and thunderstorms approaching our area. Our very own John Leonard on location in Caney. John, what do you got for us this morning?
Well, Brandon, it looks like it could be a rough and wet ride as folks heading to work to wind up the week today. We're looking at a large area of moderate to heavy thunderstorms just to our west at this time. The area we're looking at is from the south, Oklahoma City, then northward to Cushing, Ralston and Fairfax in western portions of Osage County in Oklahoma, then into Kansas, into western Chautauqua County, up to Wichita and north. Now, also to the north, there are two forks that extend to the east of these showers. One is from Howard to about Niates, and then the second one is south of Emporia, then eastward to Humboldt, Erie, and Girard. Now, here in Caney, the streets are wet. We had a little bit of rain earlier this morning, nothing significant, just enough to wet the streets and leave a little puddles. But here shortly, those heavy thunderstorms will be moving into the Caney area. They'll be reaching Sedan, actually, first pretty shortly, and then Caney after that, and then on to Coffeyville and Independence. So, again, folks around Montgomery County and the surrounding counties going to have a wet and a little bit of a rough ride into work this Friday morning. Reporting for KGGF News, I'm John Leonard.
All right, John, appreciate it very much. Looking at the radar, of course, those rain showers approaching. We'll be in the Montgomery County area here a little bit. I actually got some rainfall on the way to work this morning. There was a little bit of scattered rain showers. So, Kyle, obviously this is something we're going to keep an eye on today and, of course, keep everybody up to date as it progresses on through.
Yeah, I got a little bit of rain on me when I was walking in this morning. They moved along, but it looks like we're about to get quite a bit of rain headed our direction as well.
So we'll keep track, of course, as we always do here on KGGF, the latest severe weather coverage as we will continue to track those storms throughout the morning and into the afternoon as well. All right, good morning. Welcome back. You're tuned in to the mighty 690 KGGF alongside Kyle. Hi, I'm Brandon Tadtman. Thanks for joining us here this morning. 6:32. We got your Fox News and local news outlook here in just a few minutes, but want to send it back out to our very own John Leonard, continuing to track these showers and thunderstorms making their way through southeastern Kansas. Right now, John, east of Sedan on 166. John, what can you tell us out there?
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, the storm is hitting our area right now. The heaviest area of the storms are from Havana to south of the Kansas-Oklahoma state line, and that's just about where we're at, located just a couple of miles east of Sedan at this time. We're experiencing very heavy rain. The lightning has started picking up, and some very strong straight-line winds. I'm looking at some trees that are blowing around pretty good right now. And in fact, I'm in a pickup truck. I am stopped, and I've felt the pickup truck rock a time or two with some of these wind gusts. So some very heavy straight-line winds at this time. Again, heavy rainfall and lightning associated with this storm. I just saw a flash just right in front of me, cloud-to-ground lightning flash. So, again, some lightning with this as well. It's going to be a wet and rough commute on your way to work this Friday morning. It is moving to the east, this whole system. So, Caney, Independence, also Coffeyville, South Coffeyville, 1, you're all in the path of this storm. I'm looking at radar, too, and I am seeing the possibility of a small area of embedded hail right now just north of Sedan, so just north of our position, east of Sedan. Again, this is all moving to the east. Reporting for KGGF News, I'm John Leonard.
All right, John, appreciate it very much. Continuing to track those storms. Be safe out there. Appreciate it very much, and we'll keep everybody up to date as these storms move across southeast Kansas and northeastern Oklahoma. We got news coming up next. 66 degrees here on KGGF on a Friday morning alongside Kyle. Hi, I'm Brandon Tadtman. Thanks for tuning in, keeping you caught up on the local and state news outlook. But before we dive into that here this morning, continuing to track these showers and thunderstorms moving through Kansas, through the southeast Kansas, northeast Oklahoma areas as well, and our very own John Leonard continue to being on location. And John right now in Sedan. John, what do you got for us this morning?
Well, thank you, Brandon. We are in Sedan, as you just mentioned, actually on the west side of town right now. And the heaviest area of thunderstorms have now moved through Sedan off to the east. Basically, we're watching a system that goes from Emporia south to Caney right now. It's coming into Caney, and then on south into Oklahoma, Bartlesville and Tulsa. The leading edge of this storm is the heaviest area of storms, containing some very, very heavy rainfall, lightning, and quite frankly, some very strong straight-line winds. In fact, with all the rain, too, we've seen water across lower-lying areas of roads. And after this leading edge passed through Sedan, there's a large area of moderate rainfall after that. And more importantly, the straight-line winds continue to blow pretty heavy. Even though here in Sedan, the main portion, the heaviest of the rainfall and lightning, has moved off the east, I'm watching the trees, and they continue to blow quite hard. So folks heading to work this morning after they hit that initial wave of heavy thunderstorms with all the rain and winds and lightning, they're going to have to watch those winds for a while after that, especially if they're driving north-south along Highway 169 or Highway 75. Especially if you're in a high-profile vehicle, you're going to have to hold on tight and fight those vehicles, because the straight-line winds continue even after the heaviest area of storms pass through. But again, these heavy areas right now are located in the leading edge from Bartlesville to Caney and north from there. So it will be hitting Coffeyville and Independence really in a very short time. Again, that leading edge contains very heavy rainfall, lightning, and very strong straight-line winds. And the rainfall is heavy enough that, especially on lower-lying areas of roads, now I haven't seen any on the highway, but some of the lower-lying areas of the roads in and around Sedan do have water going across them. So you'll have to watch that as well. Reporting for KGGF News, I'm John Leonard.
All right, John, appreciate it very much. And as he mentioned, of course, these showers and thunderstorms just about to touch up here in the Coffeyville area, and then not long after will be over in the Independence area. So just mentioning, it has worked its way through Sedan, now working its way into Montgomery County. Of course, Coffeyville, Independence kind of up next in this line of storms. So we'll keep everyone up to date. Appreciate John on location. We'll continue to keep tabs with him on these storms moving through our area. So let's get caught picking up. The rain is coming down right now as we continue to track these storms now making its way through Coffeyville, and we head back out to John Leonard on location. John, what can you tell us here this morning?
Well, Brandon, thank you very much. Right now I'm located on Highway 166, heading east of Sedan. So I'm on the back side of this storm, although it's still raining in this area, and still some fairly aggressive straight-line winds. Now, I have seen some decrease in the intensity of this storm in the southern portion of Montgomery County, but to the north portion of the county, Independence, and then into Wilson County, the Odyssey, still some pretty heavy rainfall. Now, when we were in Sedan earlier, when this leading into the storm passed through, we experienced some very heavy rainfall, lightning, and very strong straight-line winds. Then after that leading edge passed through, there's still a large area of moderate to light rainfall that the heavy winds, the straight-line winds, have been continuing. In fact, as I came back through Sedan, I did see some trees that had some rather large branches that have broken off in those winds. I did not see any trees themselves down, at least not large trees, but I have seen some large branches that have blown off these. And again, after this leading edge passes through, there'll be some continuing rain and also very heavy winds, very strong winds. Also, you'll need to watch for water coming across the roadway. I did see that around the Sedan area and some lower-lying areas of roadway, not on the highway itself. Again, this heavy area of thunderstorms continues to push off to the east. Reporting for KGGF News, I'm John Leonard.
All right, John, appreciate it very much. Continuing to track these showers and thunderstorms throughout our area here this morning and into the mid-morning, early afternoon hours, continuing to track the weather forecast. Of course, we will keep track of these storms, but thunderstorms expected throughout the